Then, welcome back to Shore Leave. Today we join the lower decks and their
Mm.
adventures in the holodeck. Tom Paris presents The Adventures of Captain Proton. Today's adventure, Dr. Chaotica's clutches. Captain Proton, daring, dashing, and props in the way. Get out of my way. There we go. Let's try this again. Captain Proton, daring, dashing, darling. He's known for many things, but behind the space adventures, Captain Proton took time to teach at the Academy, bringing up the next generation of galaxy explorers and planet saviors. It was on one such Academy tour that Captain Proton fell trap to one of Dr. Chaotica's dastardly plans and found himself captured and separated from the cadets in his care. It is now up to those cadets to rescue Captain Proton and stop evil Chaotica's plans. And in your holodeck adventures, you are now outside of Dr. Chaotica's evil fortress lair. And up on the precipice, you can see guards marching along the walls in perfect timed unison, marching in very, very consistent patterns.
Mm.
And your mission, cadets, is to go and infiltrate Dr. Chaotica's fortress and rescue Captain Proton. Some options that you have to enter the fortress. You, of course, can just do a full-on frontal assault and charge and damn the consequences. You can attempt to enter through the sides over the walls. The hills to the north are scalable. There is also a well-guarded gate to the north, but you would probably have some troubles getting past the sentries that patrol very close by. And also the hills at the south end of the complex are also scalable, but much more difficult. The character sheets that you'll
Mm.
be using today are under the folder Holodeck. Your regular Starfleet weapons have been replaced with the Captain Proton versions. You have a ray gun and a laser sword. I don't think that was actually canon to Captain Proton, but you needed a melee something or another.
Yes.
I'm willing to bet our lower deck guys are just going to storm the castle as is.
Might I suggest that we go straight up and we say that we're here for a compliance audit? Just try to bluff our way through the front gates.
Mm.
I'm just the fifth boy on this one, so whatever you want.
Mm. All right. So I take it that's the front gate.
A front gate is right here, yes.
Okay. How big are these sentries that are patrolling?
They are human-sized. You are currently a bit far away to positively identify what precisely they are. However, Dr. Chaotica is known for his robot minions.
Great.
And these are like super stereotypical. You could actually zoom in on these guys. And
Already did.
yeah, they are like full on stereotypical camp.
Okay, let's see. These walls are very small and difficult to scale. All right, crazy people, what are we thinking?
Charge or bluff the robot. The DM doesn't get a vote here.
Well,
Oh, I think Locke might be trying to talk, but having comms issues.
No, I just heard Maeve
Oh,
start saying something immediately as I pressed the button. I was just going to say, the two ideas floated so far both involve the main gate, so should we at least move in that direction and figure out a plan when we get to the gate?
we could. I'm down for maybe scaling some walls, but wow.
From where we're at, can we get any sense of like the outer wall, inner wall structure of this, or do we just kind of see a little bit of a butte rising up with a wall on top of it, and that's kind of all we see from our vantage point?
It appears to be a double-walled structure. You have the main gate going onto the first floor, and then a second crossway over by where this guard is that I'm moving around. That crosses into the inner courtyard, which then leads into the inner building.
All right, from the double wall
Okay.
perspective, climbing might give us a little bit more of a streamlined shot. If we go through the main gate, we might have to fish hook back and forth through a couple corridors before we're able to get anywhere.
Yeah. So you're thinking maybe hit it from this spot here where the guard just left?
I think that would be a good one.
All right, I'm down.
Whatever works.
Staying very close to the bottom of the cliffs until we're ready to start climbing.
Yes. Attempting to activate stealth mode in this very open area.
All right. In order for y'all to do that, I will, as you begin to approach the cliffs, have you all roll a fitness security, please.
Huzzah!
Yeah, fortunately, all three of you are pretty decent on these ones. All right. And I will give you the 2 momentum you received from that. We were going for a difficulty 1.
Okay.
All right. As you approach the wall, this guard continues his patrol, and he takes approximately 1 minute to make a full cycle from the edge to the center point.
Okay, and that's where he goes back to?
And so, yes, he'll go that way, and then comes back. The walls are not exceptionally
Alright.
tall, only about 10 feet. You would be able to scamper up them in one turn. However, in order to then dive for cover, that's where we start the rolling.
Yes. Okay. Well, I want to climb up to get into position to hop the wall.
I'm going to do likewise over here in this corner.
All right.
Looks like we're all just following suit.
All right, then all of us are going to, or all of you guys are going to roll a daring security. And that is going to go up against an insight command from me. Or insight security, excuse me, from me.
Does athletics count as a focus for this one?
Yes, it does.
Yahoo. Huzzah!
All right. I see. Got it. All right. So, you guys are able to jump and make it into the interspace before he turns back around. So, just moved Isul there as an example. And you make it there just as he turns around.
Okay. Flat myself against this wall. And look for more enemies, sentries.
Alright, as you look, you find that there was one... Oh, where'd my NPC go? Wrong NPCs. There we go. You see, there was one that had been hiding and tucked into the corner. The door that you need to get through is right here. And this one does have a view across the whole area. But for simplicity's sake, I will say his field of view is that.
Okay. So I take it the wall here will conceal us if we go around to the side.
If you're sneaky about it, yes.
All right. It is time to harness my spirit animal Aloy and perform death from above.
It's alright. And how will you plan on getting the drop on him?
Okay. He's not moving, correct?
Correct, he's standing sentry in that corner.
I remember you have a changeling on deck.
Is one of you guys a changeling?
I am.
Benton is, yes.
Ah. You change into a robot sentry?
I was considering that, or maybe I need to change into something that can take him. Giant bird, perhaps. Fly away with him.
The bird might be loud and alert the other sentries. Looking at this way, I think I can crawl across to here and then jump on his head with my sword. Hopefully killing him silently in the stealth attack.
I would accept a combination of both. Of
I also like that
changeling
robot.
doing something and and attempted.
I guess we can do a robot sentry and I can distract him.
All right, then we will go ahead and Sam, if I could from you have a control security and the results are not good.
I'm going to use my reroll.
Okay,
Not good. I can talk.
all good. Using the reroll. That is much better. You are able to get the look down. However, you aren't entirely certain on the voice. So, yeah, you got the looks. You're all body.
Close enough.
All right, if you get close to it, I will come through here sneakily, and then I will drop on its head.
All right. As it sees you approaching, it steps forward and confronts you. Right about there. Alt. Identify.
Hiya! All right. I am literally going to jump off the top of this ledge, trying to land sword first on the back of his
With
neck.
the
just
dramatic
straight
zoom.
up.
A daring security. A difficulty 3 for a complete coup de grace.
All right. Daring security. I think this counts as athletic for focus.
Agreed. I would also give hand-to-hand combat.
All right. And I'm
Nope, go ahead.
going to use a momentum die on this one.
All right.
Boom,
And
shakalaka.
you got it, and your laser sword goes right through it, and you just up and bifurcate that thing. I mean, we're talking, Thanos in season 1 of What If, just straight down the middle.
Nice and swift and hopefully quiet.
As you move on in, you now find yourself in, never mind the proportions, but just pretend that everything is correct and in proportion, a dining room that has 2 further guards patrolling. The one on the right is patrolling in a clockwise pattern. The one on the left is patrolling in a counter... Wait, let's see. Let's see. The one on the left is going clockwise, and so is the other one. They're both going clockwise. What was I thinking? I was thinking I slapped this scene together to try and add a little bit of extra something between there and there.
Is that about
Anyway,
So
they are
clockwise around those center tables, kind of hitting where each other is at.
so their patterns, as you observe. This one goes like so, then out to the outside of the pillars, down to where you are currently at. Not that you would have stood there while he was doing this particular part of it. And this one remains fully inside, patrolling around these tables. And you need to get from lower right to top left. Get him back to his start. So we'll go ahead and bring everybody into combats. Your movement speed is limited to what you would be able to do as if you were in combat, 30 or 45 feet, depending on what y'all do there. The robot speed will likewise be the same.
Am I still a robot? Or do I need to reroll?
If you would like to continue to be a robot, I will say that you can continue that.
I'm a robot.
Alright, and ignore those two, because these two are the real ones for the guards. And everybody go ahead and roll for initiative, please. Let's see. Alright, so Nero got 18. Isul got a 12. Benton was a 3. Alright, and there we go. That is now everybody. So, we will begin movement with Nehru. So, you may continue to be sneaky or as you choose.
All right. Well,
helps if I actually start combat. There we go.
I like this quiet killing. I might want to do some more. Are you guys in agreement of this?
I'm good with
Or
sneak.
do you want to just sneak by them?
I mean, there's only 2 of them. We can try to sneaky, and if not, we take him out.
I mean, if the opportunity
Okay.
presents itself for a quiet kill, I'm not opposed, but I think we can sneak past pretty quick here.
Okay. All right, that is my distance. I'm going to go to here. And crouch down. Actually, are these...
Like I said, pretend they are actually proportional to your characters and that, you are capable of hiding behind them. I mean, these are basically like tables for like 10-foot tall people.
Good to know.
I mean, I just didn't have time to proportion it correctly.
Yeah, that's fine. We'll go under the table. Since it's got a tablecloth.
All right. Next
Okay.
up, we have
One on our hands and feet.
Isul will be next.
Now, are they like legitimately wide enough that 2 people could get under one, or would that be too much?
I would say 2 people could fit under the this little 4-top down here. Or I guess I got it set up as a 2-top. All 3 of you could fit under the larger 6-tops.
Okay, then I'm gonna dart underneath that same table as neighbor.
Fuckboy, you're on your own.
Yeah, I noticed.
Anyway, before you move, I will go ahead and move the robots their distance. And now we are on to Benton.
We'll run over to this table and dive under it.
All right. And how are you missing health? There you go. All right. Having thusly dove, we are back to Nehru.
Okay. Do. All right.
I'm going to be a little bit risky about this because we're going to have to make some big plays if we want to get all the way to the left.
We are, but we just got assignments. So the one on the lower side is going to be starting to
walking
go
away, so I should
walking
be
away.
okay for a moment.
Yeah. We'll go up a little bit more and then cross over once the other one's down.
All right.
And I am pressing
Although I am-
myself as low as possible against this table.
Okay.
Or whatever this thing is.
Yeah, it lost a little fidelity when I turned it into the black and white for the Captain Proton universe. I think that was supposed to be a fountain.
Yeah, I'm very close to it right now.
Understood. Well, the one on your side has crossed through the arches. The one on the left side is now slightly further than we went to, but is now on the back side of his movements. Benson.
Why the hell is that so far across? Jeez.
Well, I didn't want to make it easy.
I noticed. Okay, we're just gonna move up to the next table underneath it.
It's all right. Nehru, your move.
All right, let's see. I'm going to stop right. Well, yeah, I can make that. All right. Okay.
All right. We have Isul.
And I'm going back for cover.
And the robot patrols. And we are back to Sam.
Good lord. Yes, thank you, honey. Not really any good places to go.
Well, if you would like for...
I'm just looking to the other tables.
It might be best just to get as far out into no man's land as you can. We might have, I think we have one turn of blindness still through the main corridor.
head for the other table.
All right.
And I'm gonna try to stay behind the chairs, even though I'm like 2 foot away.
Cheesing it. Got it. Nehru? Etu?
All right, let's see. He's over there. He's over there. All right, what's my distance? 45 feet at a mad dash.
Yep. You'd be right up there next to Benton. Diving for the chair, but somehow suspended just inches away.
Yeah, we'll go baseball slide right in between them.
Safe. Isul?
I'm not doing a thing this round. I'm just holding my breath, waiting.
Alright.
You want to drag us under the table? Rude.
And we are returning to Sam.
Mhm.
About as far as I'm going, under the table.
Alright. Maeve?
Yep. The same. Get underneath the table. And it's going to be time to sit for a minute.
Isul?
Do I get the impression that if I were to cut over to this table that the one on the left is next to, I would enter its line of sight, sticking just to this low side?
I will give you the advantage of rolling against me on this one. A daring security roll. And this is just going to be head to head. You can choose to accept the risk or not.
I will attempt that.
Okay. Good news, motherfucker blind.
It looked right at me at the moment there was sight glare.
Yes, it saw nothing, it heard nothing, it sees it's just continuing. Beep boop. Beep boop.
Yep.
And we are back to
So,
Sam. Who is oh wait, I skipped the robots. Sorry. Let's get them moved.
Damn it, they're in my way.
There we go. Now the robots have moved, and now it is your turn. And yes, that particular way is a little bit dangerous at the moment.
Well, we're gonna quietly sneak under that table.
It's alright. Over to Nehru.
no, I'm just going to chill. I'm going to sit for a little bit. And then I posted Aloy, my spirit animal, in the Discord. If you got 55 seconds in is the death from above attacks, but all the stealth shit is cool to see.
It's alright.
So yeah, it's waiting game time.
On to Isul.
We're gonna sneak over to the next table after moving up underneath this one first.
And the patrols continue. Sam.
Let's see. Where- There we go.
Okay. And we are back to Maeve.
All right. All right. He's moving up. He's moving down. Nope. All right. I'm good.
Okay.
Slip out from 10 to the table, wrap around the three top there, and waiting at the door. Hiding just on the other side, waiting for these guys.
All right. Isul has reached the exit. And let's see, how far away is? Okay. All right, we will continue with Benton.
Because I'm still under a table.
All right. And Nehru.
Zoot. Zoot. And that's about as far as I'm willing to go right now.
All right, and from that distance, it will be very easy for all of you to escape from this one. Congratulations. As you reach to the far side, you enter a large open chamber. At the other end is a tied up Captain Proton. He is gagged and sitting there, just kind of seems right out in the open.
Bait. But for what?
So, what do?
This looks
Given
like a
the
very nice trap.
Yeah, given the size of the chamber and dimensions, would an engineer have a sense of how this might be tracked?
Yes. I would like a reason engineering roll.
I'm gonna use a momentum on this. And would improvisation give me focus?
No, I'm not feeling that one. Actually, wait. This is a freaking holodeck. Yes, All right. As you look around, you actually see Chaotica, Dr. Chaotica himself, lurking in the deep shadows in behind a column as if waiting to make a grand entrance.
Okay. It is time.
I would like to subtly point him out.
Changling Games.
And as
I
you
want to
rush
shoot at
in,
Chaotica
Dr.
as soon as he
Chaotica
moves.
jumps out. I see that you have come for Captain Proton. And he does seem a little bit surprised that y'all rushed in.
He does not know my religion very well.
Guards! Seize them! And from the surrounding hallways, the guards appear. And, sorry, I brought them all in a little bit too far. There we go. Right? Dr. Chaotica steps back to enjoy the show. And let's get everybody into combat again. And let's see. Whoops. Remove combat. Thank you. And there we go. Remove you. All right. And because this is a larger group, I am going to go ahead and roll their initiatives separately. All right, and there we go. Sorry, this is taking a second. 18, 11, 18, 5. Okay. All right. So we will start over with this guard here, who comes in, holds up his ray gun. Halt. I order you to surrender. He does nothing else this turn. And, oh. Come on, there we go. Alright, on to the second guard, who is right here, who comes up in support of that guy. And we begin with Isul.
Being of the Never Give Up, Never Surrender group, I think I'm going to attempt to shoot at Chaotica.
Alright, at a standard 2 difficulty. Alright, and I'm going to have Chaotica make a daring command roll to try and avoid. And as your ray gun fires, it creates sparking explosion off of the pillar in front of Chaotica as he dives for cover behind. Dramatic music starts rising in the background. Epic sci-fi battle music. Perhaps some woodwinds.
I take what cover I can behind this little stone riser, and that will be it.
It's alright. Sam.
Hold on. Let me make sure I got that. Sheet open. What sheet do we have?
Under holodeck,
Okay.
your
Found
lower
it.
decker will be in there.
I have a laser sword.
You are in a Pulp Fiction, like 50s style sci-fi universe in the holodeck here.
I guess I'm not shooting. I guess we're gonna use our ray gun on that dude because he's the closest.
It's alright.
What am I rolling?
You are rolling a control security. And you miss. And your ray gun arcs and sparks and it burns your hand and it causes you to drop it. However, good news, it did not destroy it.
Rude.
But
Did I
you
at
will
least
need to spend a
hit him?
turn picking it back up. Would you like to do any moving?
Sure, I guess I should. That's fine.
Alright. And Maeve. Your god beckons, I feel.
Yes. Well, we gotta go kill this Captain Chaotica or whatever his name is.
Dr. Chaotica!
Whatever. I'm gonna get to him in a minute. But I really don't want to get shot in the back while I'm charging after the doctor. Or do I care and just want to go after the doctor? Decisions. All right, 45 is my full burn.
Correct.
All right. Roar! We're going straight for the prize.
Okay. Up next, we have this guy who is, gonna come right at you. And we'll be making a melee attack with his unarmed attack that I forgot to put on there. Let's see. Unarmed strike. There we go. Now I can smack you with this robot arm. And I hit you pretty well for 6. And I do have some bad news for you, as this is recreation on the holodeck. You do not have your body armor on.
Oh no.
All right. And up next is Dr. Chaotica, who springs out a hidden back door to reappear on a ledge above. And lastly, we will have this other robot who also comes over and does the smacky smacky with the daring security. And you know what? I'm going to add a threat to this one. Glad I did. And again, not nearly so painful this time. Only 3.
Doot.
Which now would bring us to the other 2 robots. So the one up top will attempt to shoot at Benton. Poorly. The one below will shoot at Isul. Even worse.
Very badly.
His ray gun just flat out blows up, dealing him 3 damage. And he no heavy gunny. We are on to Isul.
Seeing how great these guys are at shooting, I think I want to keep them there. I'm going to run to the left. And that's it.
All right. Sam?
Oh. I think while I'm charging this dude, I'm going to turn to something with tentacles. I'm grappling.
That's the guy we're trying to save.
I know.
She really likes Tom Paris.
Just making sure he's not a hologram too.
Okay. A daring security roll from you, please, to see if you are... Actually, let's see. Let's start with a daring command roll first for your change into a tentacled being. All right, and now go ahead and roll a daring security. All right. As you jump forward, you turn into an earth octopus and land on top of Tom Paris. Sorry, Captain Proton. You are now both prone.
So apparently he's real.
Well, I mean, you're in a holonovel, and so the holodeck, I mean, you're going to get the, solid energy thing. Solid light, I believe.
Well, that's what we're doing with our turn.
All right. Nehru?
It's time to José Canseco this bitch.
All right.
So I'm going to swing very violently with my sword at the one right in front of me, hoping to knock him into his buddy down there.
At an increased difficulty, so a difficulty of 3, I will basically give you a cleaving that your laser sword would deal damage to the both of them if you achieve a difficulty 3. A difficulty 2 would just deal 1 damage, 1 robot damage.
Gotcha.
It's all right. Then a daring security roll from you, please.
Using momentum. Focuses and
Hand-to-hand combat.
attack.
Only 2 success.
Damn it.
All right, go ahead and roll damage for the one guy. That is still good. 2, 4, 6, 7. And I am going to, let's see if that did any damage to the actual robot. It did. He is now hobbled. I don't really know how to write that. We'll go with that. Alright, so he is not moving anywhere fast.
Okay, good. I'm going to take this opportunity to move up and away. And set for the next one to come at me.
Alright. The one that you hobbled turns and will attempt to shoot you as you run. And the blaster shot goes as well as a stormtrooper. The South Guard will shoot at Isul with equal success. The 2 that are over on the far side are both going to march in unison towards Benton, but only the north one is going to shoot, while the other is attempting to find a better position. And this one does hit. However, only for half damage, so 2, as I'll round down. So 2 damage to the prone octopod. And we are on to Isul.
Well, this bitch just tried to shoot me, so I'm gonna shoot him. Apparently not.
It's alright. Your ray gun overheats, and you're forced to drop it. It is now on the ground, and you will have to pick it up next turn. And we're on to Doc Ock over here. Benton. Would you like to squiggle out that we're here to help?
Sure.
Bad news, Captain Proton doesn't speak Octopus.
He's Captain Proton. He speaks everything.
Yeah, Earth languages.
Already on Octopus. Can I let him go and try to grapple that guy instead?
To be able to do that, you would need to make a difficulty 3 roll, daring security.
Okay. We're gonna roll with a momentum.
Okay.
Nice.
You do so. You ink all over Tom Paris and spring backwards into action, and you two are now grappled over here.
Gonna keep squeezing it till it shuts down.
All right. Nehru.
All right, time to go for the prize.
All right. In order to find that secret door, I would like from you and let's see. What would make the most sense for an investigation? An insight security.
Okay. One of those is good.
And we'll go for a difficulty 2.
Oh God.
Ouch. As you rush in, you pull basically a Wile E. Coyote. I mean, you slam square into a wall where you could have swore there was a door.
Yeah, I wasn't planning on there being a door. Ow.
Yes, and
I utter a couple of curses.
and as you look around, you are completely unable to find anything that even resembles a door. It must have been hidden, and you are not able to find the opening button.
Howard, where's the door?
Better to
I'm gonna
fight
wildly
and run
cut into the
away and
wall
live
with
to
my-
fight another day.
I'm gonna randomly start cutting into the wall, just trying to see if I can poke it. I'll look again on my next turn, but for the moment, I'm just gonna like swing at it, like poke, nope, poke, nope.
It's alright.
A lot of noise, crashing, and profanity coming out of this tunnel.
And onto the forces of Dr. Chaotica. The one that was not grappled by Benton ignores him and goes up and ensures that Captain Proton is still fully secured. The one that is grappled... Okay, Ben, get off for just a second. Alright. Sam, you and I are going to roll opposing fitness security rolls to see if we remain grappled.
Rude.
And I just rolled 3 successes, so you will need to get 3 in order to keep me held down.
Not using momentum on that.
I'm glad that's how you think of me. Alright, you are no longer grappled, and the two of you break it up. These two, over on the left-hand side, both recognize that Nehru is the clear threat, but only the hobbled one starts to go towards you. The one that is below him fires at you.
That's not Stormtrooper aim.
And 3 damage to ya.
I'm not dead yet.
And we are on to Isul.
I'm gonna pop out of cover and attack this one with my laser sword.
All right, a daring security. One success. You may roll damage. 5. All right. And let's see. What did I roll last time? Security. Alright, that time you did not chop off anything, so just the damage there.
Was it the control security or the presence engineering?
You're right, it should have been the presence engineering one. Would that have made a significant difference? Presence engineering, so 12. It would have made a difference. I apologize. Thank you! I looked at the wrong one. Okay.
Oh, much better.
Yes, much better for you. Alright, he is now hobbled.
And that's all I'm doing.
Alright. Sam, you're flopping about on the floor. Or she got sick and had to leave?
Probably one of those damned kids.
Yes, we may be right back. Ah, there you are. Hello.
Sorry.
All good. It is your turn.
I'm also realizing I don't think I picked up my gun.
You did not.
Where did I leave?
Just right below you. It is right here.
We're gonna run over here and pick it up.
It's all right. We are back to Nehru.
Let's see. We have two ideas here. Yeah, okay. I'm not good at finding things. I'm going to come back here and massacre this thing.
Oops.
With the stabby.
It's all right. And you gain a momentum in the stab.
All right. Do I chop this stupid thing's head off? That is my goal, and probably not with that roll.
Actually, he was already heavily damaged. That did it.
Okay, can I chuck the head at Dr. Dum Dum up here?
You know,
Or is that going to be next round?
I'll give you a bonus action on that one for a control security roll. I want to see how good your aim is.
If I'm hurling this, can I get athletics for a focus?
Sure, it's a shot put.
All right. Sha-booyah!
Ah. Okay. Roll damage on your hand-to-hand combat, or your unarmed strike, excuse me.
Strike.
Dr.
Nice.
Chaotica gets hit in the shoulder, and as he winces in pain, he falls backwards into a more discreet location.
I'm coming for you, Doctor.
All right. And this guard on the left hand will go to Isul and attempt melee. Hitting you with his metal arms for 5. The one behind Benton moves for a clearer shot and shoots wide. The one guarding Tom Paris continues to guard. And we are back to Isul.
I will swing again. And then go 15 feet into this corridor.
It's alright. Sam?
Oh, I'm gonna shoot back at the guy who shot at me.
It's alrighty.
What's that?
Control security. Yes, please. Good shot. You may roll for damage. Alright. It did not appear to do much damage, but it did slow him down a bit.
Gonna move back a little, just for the space.
Alright. And we're on to Nehru.
Well, now that the engineer, who probably has a much better way of finding this door, is here. You didn't find the door, did you?
I didn't have a chance yet.
Okay. I will scoot in here and wait for the door to get opened.
Okay.
Well, actually, do I have line of sight on... Yeah, I should have line of sight on that one. Yeah, that should be easy enough. I'll shoot at the one of the other hobbled unit.
Alright. A control security. And that goes a little bit wide.
Meh.
The one that you shot at will now attempt to shoot back. And hits above you, showering you with rocks in dramatic fashion. The one that was
I snarl at him.
shooting after Benton hits the rocks beside him. And the one up here just moves over and kind of sits overwatch. And we are back to Isul.
Alright, I'm going to use my skills to try and devise where this door is, and I would assume that ancient technology would add focus, since stonemasonry would be fairly ancient.
Agreed. A control engineering. And this is going to be a difficulty 3.
I'm going to burn a momentum.
Alright. As you look, you're still unable to find any obvious signs of where a door handle might be or a button that would open it. It is escaping you.
That's all I've got for this round.
Alright. Over to Sam.
I'm gonna try shooting at the same one.
Alrighty. With success this time, you may roll for damage. And that was very, very good damage. And let me see. And that one caused this one to become hydraulically challenged. Anything else from you?
No. That's it.
All right. On to Nehru.
I am gonna murder this thing and hopefully do the whole same. Chop the head off and chuck it at the dude.
All right. Then go ahead and start with the daring security.
Ah.
All right. Go ahead and roll for damage.
Let me think here. Yeah, I don't really use rerolls that often. I'm gonna go ahead and use it.
Okay. Reroll being used.
Sha-booyah!
All right. You achieve that with such finesse that you look like Mickey Mantle as you rear back and you bat that robot's head clean off its shoulders and straight up at Chaotica. Go ahead and roll for the hand-to-hand combat damage. Okay, and I will go ahead and burn a threat. Well, that once again pelts him clean in the head, and Dr. Chaotica stands slowly up, dazed. Gods! Retreat! It is clear that these protégés of Captain Proton are formidable. We will have to regroup and plan to attack another day. And with a flourish, he walks out the door that he was standing in front of. The robots all slowly start hobbling towards exits.
Those two are dead. Unless they can walk without a head.
Right, meant to delete those ones. Anyway, hobble away, hobble away. It's alright. And so, the day was saved. Thanks to the brave cadets under the tutelage of Captain Proton.
Damn it, I was totally gonna Spartan kick that motherfucker off that ledge.
Well, Dr. Chaotica is a serial villain. you can't kill him until the end of the series. Well, I hope that was a fun little diversion. When Alex told me he wasn't going to be able to DM tonight, I slapped this together after work.
Nice.
Not bad for a quick.
Beautifully done.
Yeah. For time. My voice is.
Yes, well, it seems like I wanted to keep it somewhat short tonight so that, yeah, you could get some rest.